moving around, going into some marching on the spot, or you can go for a walk around if you want.
Yeah.
Good, just keep moving. So we've got 2 rounds of strength work today and then 1 round of balance at the end. Okay, just holding your hands in front of you, just keeping your hips still and high knees. Good. Good, keep this going. Getting your knees all the way up to your hands. If you find this easy, see if you can bring your hands slightly higher. Okay, good. Back into the marching, just swing your arms. You can move around, you can move forwards and backwards if you want, or just stay on the spot. Good. Okay, and then just going for a bend and overhead reach. Good, big stretch all the way over. Good, and then see if you can make that bend slightly deeper. So bending your knees further, going deeper into a squat, and then reach. Good, okay, back into the marching. Okay, and then aiming to go for some heel taps in front, so one foot then the other. Try and get your heel on the floor, toes off the floor while you do this. Good, keep this going. Okay, and then back into the marching. If you want, you can speed this up here, going into a jog, or just stick with the marching. Okay, just speeding the marching up though. Okay, and now go for a tap behind, this time tapping onto your toes, one foot then the other. So keeping your heel off the floor this time. Good, going at your own pace, you can go quickly or just take your time with the movement. Okay, and then add in the arms as well. As you tap back, go for an overhead reach. So reaching your arms up into the air. Good, okay, and then back onto the spot, lifting your knees slightly higher if you're doing just the marching, or speeding the jogging up if you're doing the jogging. Good, keep going, keep moving. Last 10 seconds. 2, 1, okay, and then just slowing the marching down, this time going for some backwards arm circles. Just marching on the spot there, you can do this, moving around as well if you want. But one arm, then the other. Okay, and then changing directions, and as you change directions, see if you can kick your feet back, then one foot, then the other. So kicking behind. So if you're swimming front crawl, both the arms and legs going together. Good. Keep this up, last 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back again, last 15 seconds into the jog or into the march, whichever one you want to go for. Picking your knees up if you're doing that march, fast feet if you're doing the jog. Last 10 seconds. 2, 1, good, okay, relax there. So just moving into the mobility for the next one. So first one we're going to do is the arm raise. Sorry, just letting someone in there. Okay, so reaching your arms up into the air, reaching as tall as you can, and then going for 10 repetitions, pulling down, squeezing your shoulder blades. Good. And then again, big reach, breathing out, coming down. Good. And again. Good, big reach, and breathe out, pulling down. Really keep a long neck here as well. Good, just 3 more. Good, try and reach with your fingertips as you reach up, and then make a fist, pulling down. Imagine you're holding onto a bar. Last one. Good, okay, and then just keep your arms up. We're just going to go straight into a chest press, so in and out. Try and get your elbows to come all the way together. Good. Going for 5 more. All the way in with the elbows. Last 2. Good, okay, just relax your arms for a second and then bringing them in front of you, just going for an upright row. So pulling back, squeeze the shoulder blades again, and then extend forwards. 10 of these. Good, again, really keeping that long neck. Good, and 1 more. Okay, and then again, keeping your arms in front of you, don't drop them, then moving into the lateral rotation, twisting side to side. Try and keep your hips still here, just the upper body turning. And make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Good. Okay, and then just relax your arms there for a second. So we're going to go into the forward flexion next. Good to just do this slowly to start with, just practicing the movement because we've got another one of these similar coming up in the main exercises. So knees slightly bent, shoulders back to start with. If you find you're rounding your upper back, keep your arms bent and tucked in to start with, and then pushing your hips back, leaning forwards just to a flat back. So no rounding, no going further than a flat back. And then once you feel a pull in the hamstrings down the back of the legs, come up, squeeze the glutes. So each time, soft knees, push your hips back, and then coming up, squeeze the glutes. So you can imagine you're holding a tray or something, you're keeping it as flat as you can, so your back is staying as flat as you can, your chest is staying up. Once you feel that pull, coming back up, squeezing the glutes. Good, keep this going. If you're not feeling that pull in down the back of the legs, try bending your knees slightly more and really think about pushing your tailbone up towards the ceiling. So just once you've got that pull, that means the muscles are activated, they're working. Good. Also engaging the stomach muscles here, drawing the belly button into the spine. Going for 2 more of these. So really shoulders back. You can even keep a slight squeeze of the shoulder blades as well. And last one. Good, okay, moving into the squats. So feet hip width apart, just bending your knees, normal squats coming up, pressing through your heels. Good, going for about 10 of these. Just warming up the quads. Four more. Good, okay. And then last 2 we're going to go through, just going for some toe lifts, so just lifting your toes off the floor and then back down. If you're wobbling a lot here, just keep hold of something. So just up and down with the toes, heels staying flat. Good, going for about 10 of these. So the more you lift your toes, the more you're going to feel that down the front of the leg, so near where the shin is, into that muscle there. Keep this going. Good, okay. And now going into the opposite movement, so now coming up onto your toes and then control it down. Again, just keep hold of something if you're wobbling a lot with this. Good, just going for about 3 more of these. Feeling that in the calf. Good, okay, and then you can relax there. Good, all right, so you can grab a drink here. We'll have a 1 minute break and then we'll start off with the first round. Okay, so for the first exercise, you need just a chair for this one. We're going to go through some leg extensions. So we're going to go for a minute on each exercise, just nice and slow and controlled, just getting used to the movement. So you can take a seat on your chair once you're ready. I'll just demonstrate before we get started. And then sitting as tall as you can sit back, you can lean back if you're feeling it a lot in the hip flexors, but just really making sure you're sitting tall. And then one leg, we're just going to start off with one leg at a time, just nice and slowly coming all the way up, and then control it all the way back down. If you feel this a lot in the hip, then you really need to try and sit as tall as you can, or maybe even lean back into that chair. Okay, first one, going for a minute, nice and slow, off we go. So if you place your hand on the thighs as well, you should feel that muscle contracting as you get that hold. If you're finding this easy, try and hold for a few more seconds, and then slowly down. In round 2, we're going to add in a hold for some of these exercises just to make it a little bit more challenging. But just getting used to the movement for the first one. Good, keep this going. 30 seconds. Another way of making this one more challenging is wearing shoes while you do it as well. It can make quite a big difference actually. Good. Last 12 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Good. Okay, and then straight onto the other side. Same on the other leg. Off we go. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. Really sitting as tall as you can, either without leaning back, or if you feel that in the hip, you can lean back. Good, keep this going, we're halfway, another 30 seconds. Good, last 15, keep this up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, well done. Okay, relax there. So coming up off your chair, moving into the next one, into our upper body exercise. So now taking your 2 weights, if you've got dumbbells, using your dumbbells. This is going to be bicep curls, so you can take something a little bit heavier if you have got a mixture of weights for this one. And if you don't have weights, then you can use a can of beans, water bottles, anything you like. Okay, so 1 minute, normal bicep curls, shoulders relaxed and back. Arms coming or hands coming all the way up to your shoulders, and then slowly controlled down. Okay, off we go. So this round, just getting used to the movement again. And then in round 2, we're going to add in another pause for this one, just to make it slightly more challenging. Good, and really making sure you're not rocking at all, keeping your elbows forwards, keeping your shoulders back. all the way up and then slowly down. Another 30 seconds to go, good stuff. Really tense your muscles on the way down. Good, last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good, well done, relax there, good stuff. Okay, so you can put the weights down again. So this next one, we're gonna go into a single leg deadlift. So this is quite an advanced exercise. This first time, just trying to get used to the movement, just see if you can do it balanced. Even if you're not working the muscle, you're still improving your balance and challenging your balance. So for this one, you want 1 foot forwards, 1 foot slightly further back. I'm just gonna tilt this a tiny bit so you can see my feet. With the back foot, you want the heel off the ground, and then just focusing on the front leg, so leaning forwards just like that deadlift, that forward flexion movement we did early on, and then aiming to feel the pull in the leg that's forward. So if you've got the right leg forwards, feeling that pull there, and then controlling it up again, squeezing the glute as you come up. Okay, off we go. So slight bend of the knee as well as you do this. So the aim is to work the hamstring back of the leg, but even if you're not working the hamstring, you're still challenging your balance here with that movement. If you are wobbling a lot, just keep hold of a chair or keep something next to you. Down and up. Make sure your shoulders are staying back. So leaning forwards, engaging the stomach muscles as well to help you with the balance. Good. If you're feeling a pull early on down the back of the leg, that's fine. You don't need to go so low, just a slight lean forwards and then up. Each time really squeeze that glute on the side of the leg that's forwards. Good. Last 12 seconds on this leg, then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Good, so this is actually a really good full body exercise to practice. Okay, relax there. So same on the other side. So now taking the other leg back, lifting the heels off the floor, and then a slight bend of that front knee. And then again, same thing, pushing your hips back. If you feel it in the lower back, then you need to engage the stomach muscles more, so you're taking the pressure out of the back into the stomach muscles. Good, so back into it again. Help you with balance, just focus on something in front of you as well, something that's not moving. Each time pushing the hips behind, leaning forwards, and then controlled up. Squeeze the glutes, bringing the hips forwards. Keep this going. Good, last 20 seconds. Final 10 seconds, this is good. So it's a really challenging exercise, it's a challenging movement to master, so really good to have a go at this. Good, and the more you can practice and the better you do it, the more you're going to feel that down the back of the leg. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax there, good stuff. Okay, so next one, back into the upper body, taking 2 weights again. We're going to go for the tricep extensions. If you've got anything heavy, then just take 1 weight, holding it above your head and then bending your elbows behind and up. If you've got anything light, then go for 2 weights, up, bend your elbows and extend up above your head. So either 2 like this or 1 in between. Off we go. So full minute of these now. So bending behind your back and then extend up. Good, full minute of these. I'm just going to tilt the camera again so you've just got my arms as well. Try and keep your elbows quite tucked in as well here, so they're not going too wide. Good. Keeping your head back, so chin tucked in. Last 12 seconds, keep this going. Good, so really reaching as far as you can behind your back, elbows tucked in. And last one, extend up above your head. Good, well done, and relax there. Okay, so for this next one, you can keep hold of your weights if you want to, you don't have to. This is going to be a squat up onto your toes, so into a calf raise. So down into the squat and straight into the calf raise. If you want to, you keep hold of your weights, then you can. Just keep them loosely by your side. Okay, so 1 minute of these, off we go. Good. Make sure you're keeping your chest up in that squat. Up and then up again. Good. In the squat, heels flat on the floor, pressing through the heels. Keep this going. So we've just got 2 more exercises to go. So this one and 1 more for the first round. And then we will go into round 2. Good, last 15 seconds. Good, shoulders staying back, chest up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, well done, relax there. Okay, last one for this round, going into a lateral raise. So keep hold of your weights, you don't need anything heavy here at all. If you want, you can put your weights down as well, just do this with your hands. And then just lifting your weights up, holding for a second, and slowly down. Okay, off we go. Good, so really working the shoulders here. Make sure you're keeping a long neck. Good, so shoulders are small muscles, so you don't need anything too heavy here. Good, 30 seconds to go. Good, try your best to keep your arms straight as well. If you're finding it hard, just add in a tiny bend of the elbows. Last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, go for 1 more. Good, well done, and relax there, good stuff. Okay, so we'll have a minute's break and then we'll go into round 2. Just adding in a few holds for some of the exercises just to make them slightly more challenging. How is everyone doing difficulty-wise? Is that 7, Nick? Anyone else on 1 to 10, 10 being hard? 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, mix from 5 to 8. Kathy, just hold your hands back a tiny bit further, to the tiny bit further again. 6, okay, great. Good, okay, well done. Good stuff. So round 2, just bringing the intensity up slightly. So we're going to go into another leg extension, but this time adding in a 30-second hold to start with. So sitting as tall as you can on your chair, and then we'll start off actually with 30 seconds of movement down and up, and then we're going to do a 30-second hold where you're just holding your leg there in that position, so extending it straight in front of you. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So normal movement to start with, just one leg at a time. Good. Keep the movement going. Again, you should feel the quadriceps, so muscles in the thigh contracting here as you do this. Okay, and then on the next one, just coming up and then holding. So lifting your leg, just holding here, 30 seconds, really sitting tall. Keep this going. If you're struggling, if you can't do it anymore, then just keep going back to the movement, but really see if you can keep that hold, keeping the muscles tight. Last push, 15 seconds more. Good, keeping the foot there, keep the foot relaxed so it's the quad doing the work. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, relax there. Straight into the other side, so same thing on the other leg. Nice and slow and controlled for the first 30 seconds, down and up. Good. Another 10 seconds of movement. Last 3, 2, 1. So coming up again, 30-second hold, keeping your leg there, keeping your foot up, leg straight, really sitting tall. So again, you should feel that muscle tight. Working hard, keep this going. Good, and really, really sitting tall. Imagine someone's pulling you up to the ceiling, so the stomach muscles are also working to keep you strong. Good, last 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and relax the leg there. Good stuff. Okay, so coming up off your chair for the next one, back to the bicep curls, so 2 weights again. So again, we're going to do 30 seconds of movement, same as before, and then after 30 seconds, we're going to do the final 30 as just a small pulse, so just pulsing up and down, keeping your shoulders as still as you can. So feeling that more in the bicep. Off we go. So first 30 seconds as normal, slowly on the way down. Good, shoulders relaxed, but shoulders staying back. Good, keep this going, last 12 seconds of movement. Three, 2, 1. Okay, 30 seconds pulses, so keeping your hands in front around the line of your elbows, just pulsing up and down. Good, try and make sure again the shoulders aren't moving, just that small movement, down and up. Good, last 12 seconds of pulses. Keep breathing. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Relax there. Good work. So you can put your weights down again. Back onto the single leg deadlift for the next one. So either doing exactly the same as before with 1 foot forwards, weight on the front leg, back heel off the ground, pushing your hips back, coming down and squeezing your glutes, or if anyone is feeling confident and wants to have a go going for the full single leg one, have a go lifting your back leg off the floor, leaning forwards and then controlling it back. If you're doing that, you can hold on to something as well to help you, or you can even have a target that you're aiming to reach and then come up. So up to you how you do it. Off we go. So either the heel off the floor, normal, or really challenging your balance, doing one leg. Good. You're really going to need the stomach muscles to work as well if you're doing one leg, so really keeping the core tight, belly button drawn in, focusing on something in front of you. Good, whichever version you're doing, really squeezing the glute as well, bringing the hips forwards as you come up. Good, keep working, keep this going, last 15 seconds. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, well done. Okay, and then same on the other side. So again, exactly the same as before, either with your heel off the floor, pushing back, keeping a slight bend in the front leg and more of a bend in the back leg, but all the weight in the front one, or again, lifting your leg off. off we go. Good, however you're doing this, just to a flat back. So no rounding of the shoulders, chest staying up. Keep this going, almost there. Last 15 seconds. Just take your time with the movement. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, well done, good stuff. Good work there. That is a really tricky one to do, so really good work. So back to upper body again for the next one, either 1 or 2 weights, normal, same as before, into those tricep extensions. So either with one in between your hands or both. Okay, so straight back up, reaching up, tall, and then down and up, off we go. Good, reaching as far behind your back as you can, as if you're scratching your back, then extend over your head. Make sure there's not too much of an arch in the lower back as well, so tilt your pelvis underneath you. That will mean that the abdominal muscles are engaged and your back's relaxed. Thirty seconds to go. Keep this up. So reaching behind and then extending all the way up. Good, we're on the last 3 exercises now. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, okay, relax there. So weights again, either by your side or you can put them down and then back into that squat to calf raise. So 1 minute going straight back into it, off we go. Down and up. Good. Good, keep this going, getting low into the squat each time and then all the way up onto your toes. Good, if you're finding the movement onto your toes hard as well, as usual, you can just hold onto a wall to help you, or onto a chair. Good, last 10 seconds. Keep getting low, shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax there. Okay, last one to go through then for the strength work and going back into the lateral raises. So taking your 2 weights again, nothing too heavy, all the way up and all the way down. Off we go. The slower you come down, the harder this is. Good. Good, last 20 seconds, keep this going. Last 10 seconds. All the way up, try and pause for a second and then down, keeping your arms straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, go for one more. Well done, good, and you can relax there. Good work everyone. So you can put the weights down again. We'll have a minute break and then we'll just finish off with a few balance exercises and some stretches. How's everyone doing? How did that round compare? Any higher at all? on 1 to 10, 10 being hard. So, okay, a few 6s, 7s, 5s to 7s, 4 to 7. Okay, good, not too hard. So yeah, today was a little bit easier. I wasn't maybe pushing yourself as much as on some of the other sessions, but really good exercises to practice and just challenging your balance, just aiming to work, get the muscles engaged and working hard. So going into a few balance exercises to finish. The first one, just going for a normal tightrope walk, so 1 foot in front of the other, walking forwards. If you find this easy, then have a go looking from side to side while you do it, over your shoulder, just to challenge your balance a little bit more. Okay, off we go. So 1 foot in front of the other, heel to toe, and the more challenging version, looking over your shoulder. Good. If you want as well, you can have a go going backwards as well as forwards. Just take your time with this though. Good. You can use your arms as well for balance if you want. Okay, and then just relax there. Good. Okay, next one, just going into a single leg stand. So just standing on one leg, aiming to hold that position. If you're wobbling a lot, just keep hold of something. If you find that easy, again, you can have a go with adding a little bit of movement, so moving your leg round in circles, or if you find that easy as well, you can have a go with your eyes closed. Okay, so 30 seconds, one leg stand. Just hold on to something if you're wobbling a lot. And either just holding it or have a go with some movement. Good, or you can even have a go with your eyes closed as well. Last 7 seconds. Keep holding, you can do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, good, relax there. Okay, last one, same on the other side, so bringing your other leg off the ground, starting just with that hold, or just hold on to something, and then if you can, have a go adding in that movement, or even closing your eyes. Good, last 3, 2, 1, good. Okay, relax there. And then the last one we're going to go through is either just going to be a normal side step, so just walking sideways, or for the more advanced version, going for 1 foot forwards in front of the back one, and then the next one behind. So each time step out, and then to the other side, in front and behind. So a bit of coordination work as well. 1 foot forwards, out, behind, out. Or if you find it hard, just normal sideways walking. Good, and you can have a go speeding this up. Good, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Well done, good stuff. Okay, so just finishing off with some stretches then, starting off with the upper body, so going for a shoulder stretch, arm coming out and across, and then pulling it towards you. Keep your shoulder down and relax as much as you can. Good, okay, and then change side, same on the other arm, out, across. Good, okay, and then going for the tricep stretch, so one hand up behind your back, and then pulling the elbow back to get that extra stretch, feeling the pull into the tricep there. Good, so then taking the other arm up and then behind your back, pulling the elbow on the other side back again. Good, getting a good stretch. Okay, then relax your arms, moving onto the lower body, so going for a hamstring stretch. You can either do this one as a standing one, leaning forwards, pulling your toes towards you, or as a seated one like that. Or if you want, you can have a go lifting your foot onto a chair and then leaning forwards, getting a really good pull down the back of the leg. While you're doing this, see if you can pull your toes towards you as well, or even reach towards them. So whichever version you want to do, just making sure you're getting a stretch down the back of the legs. Good, so there's either this one with your foot on the chair, or the seated or standing one with your foot forwards, pulling your toes up, folding from the hips, making sure again you've got your back straight. Okay, and then switch to the other side, so same on the other leg. Same thing again, however you want to do it. But whichever version, again, make sure you're not rounding the upper back. Your back is straight and you're just pushing the hips back with that hip hinge movement. Good, okay, and relax there. And then last two, just going for a quad stretch. So you can hold on to something and then taking your foot behind you, pulling your toes back or your heel back, or if you can't reach, you can use a band or you can use your chair. Just place one foot on the chair, dropping your knee off the chair. Good, however you want to do this though. And then switch sides, same on the other leg. Keep holding. Two, one, well done, and relax there. Good work everyone, good stuff. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and if anyone feels like practicing some exercises, you can go back, try and practice as well that deadlift, challenge your balance, try and master that movement, because that is a really